Welcome to the Minute of Strength. We're here with Stafanie Tropea. She owns Punch Gym in Norwalk, Connecticut. She's here to demonstrate the progression for us to the overhead squat. Biggest question we got in 2008 was, how do I do an overhead squat? What is the progression for it? So we have something called vintage progression. We're going to start with this. We're going to start heels together, toes out, barbell on the back. And as she squats, she's going to raise her heels up. So you know when you have that client that can't squat deep, right? They just don't have the range of motion. We're cheating the range of motion by bringing the heels to the butt instead of the butt to the heels. So if you practice this and come out of it, and one more rep. Bring the heels up. She's making this look easy. It's not this easy. Don't use a heavy bell. Use a body bar or a light barbell to start with. Progress through this. Once you get good at this, you'll start to leave your heels toward the floor more. Now do a regular squat. Turn your toes a little straighter. Now just do a regular squat, heels on the floor. Eventually you will progress to that squat by using the first progression, bring the heels up. All right, bring the bar up and get rid of it for a second. The second progression, all right, get that bar over here. Second progression is going to be what we call the Jefferson Squad. This one's old as hell. This is older than dirt. Like stand up on the blocks. This is our first time doing this. Grab the bar between the legs. Stand up straight. There you go. Now, squat down, keep your shoulders and back straight, and squat as deep as you can. This is the first time doing this. Nice and deep. Same thing. And bring it up. So now we're just involving the rotation in the core a little bit further into the squat. Squat, 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 squat. And bring it up. And then just drop the back end. Got it. Okay, so there's the second progression is the Jefferson Squat. Believe it or not, the next progression in the squat, the vintage progression, is a windmill with the barbell. All right, want to give it a shot? How's this weight for you? All right. You're freaky. You can do this. I wasn't going to make it that easy for you. So just get it up overhead however you need to. There you go. This is 50 pounds, by the way. So the next progression, again, we're talking about the progression to an overhead squat. So we've got the arm overhead. We've got the core connected now to the shoulder, to the legs. Perfect. Focus on the bell. Nice. And bring it back up. Bring it to the shoulder and get rid of it. So there's the next progression. But practice it with a barbell. It doesn't work as well if you use a kettlebell for this progression. The next progression is a squatting press. Right? Want to give it a shot with that? Okay. Squatting press is not a press at all. It's that concept of moving under weight. You're going to hold the bell at the shoulders. Right? You're going to hold the bell right at the chest and squat under the bar. Now here's what you get to do. You get to come up on the toes again and bring the heels to the butt if you find it necessary. All right, so you get two ways to do this. Feet flat on the floor or heels up if you just don't have that range of motion yet. So your choice, whatever you like to try. Excellent, and come out of it and bring it back down. So you can do it that way or you can come up on the toes if you need to. You want to try that one? Good. Perfect. Okay. No, we talk a lot about necessity. We talked about this last time in Minute of Strength. Necessity versus convenience. If she needed to bring her heels up, you would have seen a different exercise right there. She can do this flat-footed. She was actually forcing herself to undo what she already knows how to do. What we find is when people need to come up on the toes, they do. You'll see people squat all the time. They'll have a single kettlebell in their hands, and they'll squat down, and the heels will come up automatically. It's no longer a balancing act. They need it because they can't put the heels flat on the floor, or the squat would look like this. So if you need that progression, heels coming up to meet the butt, use it. If you don't, keep the heels flat on the floor. The idea of this exercise is to move away from the weight, push away from the weight. Right? Now the actual overhead squat, one arm. Want to give it a shot? All right. So the real squat, the original squat, was called a full squat. One arm, overhead with a barbell, flat-footed. All right? There you go. And then same thing, we're moving away from the weight. Perfect. And drive out of it. That is what, in the old days, that's what everyone worked to get to, is an overhead squat with a barbell, overhead, one arm. That's the ultimate. Use those progressions. Send us an email if you guys have any questions on this. If you need to see further instruction on it, Give these things a shot. They're awesome. Don't skip ahead to what she just did. Start with your squat up on the toes, your Jefferson squat, windmill, squatting press, then work up to that. All right? It's going to take some time. Practice it. You'll nail it.